Hey guys, every trader's dream is to find a trading bot that will powerfully and efficiently grow your capital, but only on the condition that this trading bot doesn't eat up that capital. Because in 99% of cases, that's exactly what happens. You find a good expert advisor, set it up on your trading account, and it actively grows your balance. Today, tomorrow, the day after, a month later, you see more and more money in your account. And then one fine day, well, probably not so fine, you lose all your money because the expert advisor used a risky trading strategy. That's exactly how it goes, because it's impossible to quickly grow a trading account using a safe trading strategy. But what if we take a different approach? If you put several expert advisors on a single trading account, each using safe trading strategy steadily, these would be multi-currency portfolios then. Thanks to diversification and a large number of safe trades, you can achieve steadier and faster capital growth. And most importantly, nothing is likely to happen to your account. In theory, but what will happen in practice? Let's find out. So guys, as I mentioned earlier, the idea is to combine several expert advisors on a single trading account, each generating stable profits with minimal risks. I created a portfolio called Swing Protocol, and it combines, well, roughly speaking, all of these trading signals. This portfolio has been running for 5 weeks, so just a little over a month, and over these 5 weeks, it has earned a profit of 28%. Of course, with such profitability, it will give us very strong deposit growth over the course of a year. Take a calculator and do the math. There are a lot of assets being traded here. Right now, there's a small drawdown. Overall, this account combines both medium-term and short-term strategies. And we have a controlled trading drawdown, but we don't use grid trading, we don't use martingale, and we do close losing trades sooner or later. Sometimes we hold them for a long time in an attempt to eventually close them with a profit, but when that doesn't work out, that's what happened today. We close a trade on the pound against the Canadian dollar with a loss of 33, well, almost $34. But this is a relatively small loss because, as you can see, in terms of the size of the trading drawdown, it's really just a little bit, probably 1 or at most 2% of the deposit. That's how this trading portfolio grows. If you look at the signal description, I've written here which expert advisors are being used. Most likely, I will also add set files here for configuring this portfolio signal. But many people ask me how all of this is implemented, including from a technical standpoint. Now I'll explain to you how to do this. So first of all, we simply take all these expert advisors that I mentioned. Of course, if you just want to copy this portfolio on your own computer and trade exactly as I do, then you need the Swing Master advisor, you need the Scalper Investor advisor, and you need the Enslaver Expert advisor. Step number 2, you need to open a trading account, preferably with a broker that offers a good spread size. That is, the spread should be tight. Now guys, regarding the VPS server, I use a VPS, and you need a more or less powerful VPS. It should have at least 4 cores and at least 4 gigabytes of RAM. So moving on. When you register a virtual private server or VPS, you will need to install 3 distinct trading platforms on it. I have these 3 essential platforms already installed here. You might be wondering, why precisely 3? This is because I utilize several expert advisors simultaneously. And look closely, on just one platform, I have this many active windows open. So there are 8 windows here, 12 windows here, making about 22 active windows on this single platform. As for the others, let's see, I don't even know the exact count myself anymore, but there are approximately 20 windows on another and about 20 windows on the third as well. So in total, I use roughly 60 quote windows. If I install all of this on one platform, it will simply crash. It won't work properly. That's 100% certain. It's guaranteed. Your platform will just constantly lag, And instead of trading, you'll get severe slowdowns that won't allow you to have proper trading or proper trade execution quality. Your platform will just keep lagging all the time. That's why you should use 3 platforms, and on each platform for example, install Swing Master on one platform, Scalper Investor on another, and on the third platform, install the Expert Advisor and Staver. This way, by providing clear and concise instructions, you'll significantly make things much easier and more efficient for the platform's operational processes, which in turn helps to ensure a consistently smooth and highly effective execution of all your trading orders, leading to more favorable outcomes and a better overall trading experience. So you need a server and 3 platforms. How do you install several trading platforms on one server? It's no secret. So to use multiple trading platforms, I'll just show you right now. On my desktop, I have installation files from different brokers. I use IC trading accounts for trading. I use the platform from IC Trading itself, the company, then also IC Markets and Fusion Markets as well. These are 3 platforms, all of which I have connected to the IC Trading server. If you don't know how to do this, I'll quickly explain it to you. When you install any broker's platform on your VPS or your computer, you open it. It will open up not yet logged in to the broker's server. You just open this platform, click the plus sign here to open a new account, and you'll get this kind of window where you can enter any broker in the search bar. For example, here we have IC Trading, Fusion Market, and Vantage FX. But let's say we want to find the IC Markets servers. This is the correct way to write it, IC Markets. And here I found a bunch of IC Market servers. Then you need to find the specific server you need among all these IC Market servers, because there are servers here that operate in the UK and there are others that are associated with the broker in Seychelles. So you need to figure it out here. Find the server that you need. And then here, for example, if you chose IC Markets EU, you just click Next here, enter your login, password, select your broker server, and log in to your IC Markets platform if you trade with this broker or any other. You get the idea, right? So you take 3 different platforms, download them from any broker's website, copy them to your VPS server, and then here you log this platform into your broker's server. This way, you can use 3 peer platforms that are connected. Pay attention. Here is the account number. It starts with 11 and ends with, 63. On the next platform, it's exactly the same 11, 63. They're simply connected to the same account, but these are 3 different platforms. And on these 3 different platforms, which are connected to the same account, you install expert advisors and load set files into them. As for the set files, let's go back to MQL, the 5th of March gets. And for example, just so you understand how this up further, you'll need set files to configure the portfolio. They will be located, as I promised you earlier, in the description for this signal. Here at the time of publishing this video, I will add set files for configuring the expert advisors for specific portfolios. Here I'll provide a brief description so that it's clear which set files are for which expert advisor and what risk size you need to use. Regarding the minimum deposit, note that my leverage is 1 to 500. That's why I feel comfortable with this account and can trade a large number of currency pairs at the same time. And I set the minimum deposit at 2000 USD. There's no averaging here and there's no martingale. For example, these 5 currency per euro against pound that are open. These are not averaging trades, but trades from different portfolios open simultaneously. That's why it turns out that we trade some currency pairs simultaneously because, well, the entry levels into the market can sometimes overlap a bit. I think over time we'll adjust this issue and we'll reduce the number of repeating currency pairs to lower the risks. But in this case, I told you from the start that the goal of this signal monitoring and the trading account in general is to achieve rapid growth with minimal risks. So far, I don't see any significant risks here if some currency pairs are repeated across several portfolios. Over time, we'll see how all of this will be reflected in the entire portfolio. And with the help of a service like MyFXBook, for example, we'll be able to filter out those portfolios that are too similar to each other in order to reduce the correlation of several setups within a single portfolio. For now, at this stage, we'll leave everything as it is. Also, just so no one is surprised by what's happening and doesn't accuse me of any manipulations, I've set a personal target for the maximum drawdown at 20%. If I see that this portfolio, which I've created from 60 different setups, 60 different quote windows, maybe even more, if I see that the drawdown reaches 20%, I can add more capital here. That is, I can increase the deposit amount in order to protect my deposit, and in that case I'll keep it at the new level so that the overall drawdown doesn't exceed 20%. That will be the trigger, and over time I think I'll adjust my trading so that the average drawdown is somewhere around, like it is now, 12%. 12% for such a huge portfolio is actually a very low drawdown, but this is only 1 month of trading, so different situations could happen here. We'll see what happens next. But for now, I've set myself a trigger that if the drawdown here increases to 20, then I'll have to increase the capital size here to adjust. Later, I'll add a description to this signal for you so you understand how to adjust this investment account on your end for rapid deposit growth. This particular approach ensures that you will effectively set up specifically on a single virtual private server VPS. You will meticulously configure 3 distinct trading platforms, each one thoughtfully equipped with its own dedicated expert advisor fully installed and operational. Consequently, these platforms will then function and operate together in this precise and coordinated manner, continuously executing their designated tasks. That is, they'll bring you about 27, maybe 25, 30, or even 35%. Because right now, roughly speaking, it's not the best month for trading. Trading drawdowns are continuing because the market is highly volatile and many assets are trending. I'll just show you for comparison. Here we have the Swing Master Incubator. For example, in April, it worked without a single stop loss. And in May, I think there were no stop losses either. In June, it hit a few, and in July, it hit 3 stop losses because the trend has continued since Donald Trump came to power. These tariff wars began, along with a host of additional risks, and the war in the Middle East. And all of this brought us increased volatility. And the expert advisor is struggling with this volatility and can't operate properly. But note that just a 1% loss under such conditions is actually quite an achievement. So if someone doesn't like how the expert advisor performs in the trending market, let me remind you, this advisor is designed for a swing reversal strategy. That is, it operates based on a reversal strategy, and in a trending market, there are practically no reversals. Under such conditions, it holds up quite well. So while this advisor is battling the market, this is what its profitability chart looks like. Another expert advisor, let's say, is the Swing Experimental. On average, its performance looks something like this. The third expert advisor, or rather our third portfolio, is experiencing a more active growth. We have a portfolio that is moving like this, and we have a portfolio that is moving in this way. And if we combine all of this together, then in just 1 month, we earned 27% profit in the swing protocol. And I can assure you with certainty that 70% of these trades will be closed with a good profit. 25% of these trades will be closed with a minimal result there, a small loss or a small gain. And only a few of these trades from the entire set will be closed with a small stop loss. But this portfolio will keep growing and growing because, as you can see, there might be a small loss or a small gain. Let's say, for example, we took a loss. After that, many gains followed. We took a loss, then many gains. Right now, we've had some losses, but next, there will be many gains. And that's how we'll keep growing, growing, and growing again. And I don't know, I can't say for sure that it will be smooth, that it will be great and beautiful every month, but I can say for sure that this portfolio won't just suddenly drop to zero all at once. That won't happen because this is a broadly diversified portfolio. If we look at the statistics, we have a whole large set of currency pairs that are being traded. Let's put it this way. While some may go into a drawdown, other currency pairs will pull the profitability chart upward and will still survive under any conditions. And what will other expert advisors be doing at this time? They simply be draining your trading accounts. All the grids would be wiped out. All the martingales will be wiped out. But this multi-currency portfolio will still keep going with some drawdowns, with some hanging losses like that. But it will keep climbing higher, higher, and higher. You can check the swing portfolio protocol in a month to see for yourself. Because in a month, it will still be around. And here in August, there will also be a good trading result. So go to the description and there you'll find, I'll put them Ethereum, the CED files, meaning the configuration files you need to use to set up this portfolio. That's all for now. See you next time.